guards will tell you everything you need to know. Do not concern yourself with the rest.
You always knew how to cover your tracks, didn't you, William? But I know what you've done. I've always known. It's not revenge. It's justice. Justice for her. I won't let her be forgotten.
Welcome to Fredbear's Family Diner. I'm Joey. I'll be one of your guides for tonight, so, brace yourself for a fun little evening.
And I'm Joey. So we're here to give you the lowdown on the place. So, Fredbear's opened back in '79. A cozy arcade, family restaurant, all that, but it didn't stay so happy for so long.
Yeah. Henry Emily's daughter went missing a while back, broke him completely. Since then, he's been hiding out in a basement. We don't really know what he's doing down there, but we snuck down there once, got caught, and, well, we got switched to the day shift.
Oh yeah, and William Afton, the co-owner. He's been acting weirder by the day, and, Henry thinks Afton has taken over the night shift. Afton made it super clear not to tell Henry this, but Afton dumped the night shift on you instead.
Right, so, not to alarm you, but ever since Henry's daughter went missing, the animatronics began acting up. Here's what you need to watch for tonight. First, Spring Bonnie. If you spot him making his way into your office from the left door and he tries to open it, just push it back shut.
The other problem is the security puppet in the prize corner. Each room's got a speaker that plays a lullaby, but you can only trigger it from the CCTV. If you play it in a room, one camera away from the puppet, it'll follow the music instead of heading towards your room.
If that thing gets into your office, though, you're in big trouble. An alarm will go off, and every animatronic in the place will come straight for you.
So, keep Spring Bonnie out, and keep the puppet busy with the lullaby. Easy enough, right? I'll call you you back later for your next task. Hey, it's Joe again. Listen. I need you to do something tonight. The vent system's been acting up all day. Fans are cutting out. Airflow's weird. Honestly, it's starting to feel like something's crawling around up there. And it's not just Balloon Boy. Yeah. Balloon Boy likes the vents a little, too much. But this feels different. I can't explain it. Just, keep your eyes open, alright? So, here's what you need to do. There's a control panel in the vent room. Pull it up and you'll see the vent system controls. It'll give you a list of tasks to complete. It's pretty basic stuff, but you have to be pretty quick. Now, if Balloon Boy does show up in the vents, don't panic. Just, flash your light at him. He hates that. Should send him scurrying back to wherever he came from, but, if you hear something else, something bigger, don't ignore it. Trust me. You know when it's not Balloon Boy. Look, just stay sharp, keep the vents running, and don't let your guard down. I'll check in when I can. Good luck.
I don't want to play anymore. I like the dark better. No one's here.
I let you take the night shift. I thought the other guards were too curious. I told you I trusted you to handle things. So go ahead, play a little card. But I know what you did, and I'll be the one who will deal with you. Our creations will be your undoing. I know the truth, and I won't let you live after what you did to my girl. I know what you are capable of. I'm sorry, old friend.
Hey, it's Joey again. Glad you made it through night one. Tonight's gonna be a little tougher.
And Joe, I'm here again. So, guess what? Your friend from yesterday will be joining in on the fun. You know, little old balloon boy.
Yeah, him. Don't be fooled by the cheery name. He's a little troublemaker. Unlike the others, he wanders around without much of a pattern.
As you know, he's got a thing for them vents. You'll see him on the cams moving towards them, and if he gets in, he'll try to drop right into your office.
When you hear him above you, you know he's close. If he pops out of a vent, shut the vent door immediately. If you're slow, he's in. And trust me, you don't want that.
His movement, it's just so unpredictable. 1 second he's in the hole, next he's crawling above you. Keep checking the CCTV so you're not caught off guard.
And, have you noticed Henry's still missing? Haven't seen him at all.
Yeah, it's weird, right? Especially with that new Freddy Fazbear's Pizza opening this year. You know, it's supposed to be bigger, flashier, with some more animatronics.
Sounds like they're really pushing to grow their brand. Guess Henry's got other things on his mind. Whatever those are.
Anyway, watch the vents, keep track of the others, and you should be fine.
Good luck out there. We're counting on you. Hey there, Night Guard. I noticed something off about our dear old Fredbear tonight, so I left this tape here for you. He's been acting very strange the past few weeks. Seems like he's malfunctioning, maybe. You should probably give him some attention. I'll guide you through the process, step by step. First things first, grab his mask and store it away for now. After that, head over to his face. Next, you'll need to grab his right eye, and then his left. Be careful and only remove them when you see movement, otherwise he'll notice you. Toss the eyes away after you grab them.
I've waited for this moment longer than you even know.
First things first, grab his mask and store it away for now. After that, head over to his face. Next, you'll need to grab his right eye, and then his left. Be careful and only remove them when you see movement, otherwise he'll notice you. Toss the eyes away after you grab them. Now, move away from his face, and look to your right. There are 2 new eyes in the boxes next to Fredbear. Store them away. Now you can go back to Fredbear's face, and place his new eyes in the socket, just like before in the same order. Also, put his head back on. Now you have to deal with his torso. Grab it carefully and put it away for a bit. Alright, now go to the back of Fredbear's torso and you'll see some wires. They may be misplaced. Rearrange the wires to the right spots. Now you can put his torso back on. Last step, run a quick diagnostic, just to make sure everything's okay. Alright, that's it. You should be good. Joey again. Glad to hear you made it through another night.
Yeah, Joe, I'm here. You've been doing great so far. But tonight, you got another new threat to worry about. Foxy.
Fox's been pretty quiet up until now, but tonight, he's gonna get more active. He's not gonna roam around like Balloon Boy or Spring Bonnie. He's got his own way of causing trouble.
Foxy's gonna be on his stage. If you see him trying to escape, that's when you need to worry. If he's leaning out, looking like he's ready to run, you've got to act fast.
When Foxy seems like he's about to make a break for it, close those curtains immediately using the button on your monitor. You can't just leave them shut. If you keep them closed for too long, something happens with some kind of sensors on the fella. Can't be in a closed environment like that for too long. Basically, it'll automatically activate them and, well, it'll force those curtains wide open.
Yeah, and you don't want that. Once Foxy's out, he's fast. Really fast.
Well, speaking of Foxy, I remember something Henry was working on. Something about controlling the animatronics remotely or using them for, I don't know, like experiments or something. And it was right before the night guard noticed that Fredbear was tampering.
Joe! The hell are you going on about? That's enough! Focus on the job, not on things that don't concern us.
Right, sorry about that. I don't know. With Henry still missing and all, it kind of makes you wonder, like, what was he really up to? And then there's the new Freddy Fazbear's Pizza opening up later this year.
Joe, I said that's enough! We're not here to talk about that. Stick to the script. We're here to help him survive, not gossip like old ladies. Or do you want him to end up like the others?
No, of course not. I just... Okay, you know what? Back to Foxy. Remember, you gotta manage those curtains carefully. Close them when it looks like he's about to come out. Don't keep him closed for too long. Just, long enough to make him back off. Joanne, you're sounding a bit off tonight. Everything alright?
Oh, I'm fine, Joe.
Your time ended long ago.
Alright, listen up. Before you go around touching anything, there's some stuff that you need to know. That closet in front of you, mostly empty. But behind you, there's a door. Open the door. Grab the supplies from the box. It's probably going to be dark in the other room, so you use your flashlight to see. Once you're holding the item, turn back around and place it where I tell you to. Simple. Except, everything you do is going to make noise. The door, the box, your footsteps, and you even talking to me right now. That noise, it draws attention. Spring Bonnie and Fredbear are already lurking nearby. They will come for you if you screw up. If you open the door and Spring Bonnie's there, just shine your flashlight right in his face. Don't stop until he backs off. Fredbear's different. If he shows up in the room, turn off the closet light and don't move. Not even a single twitch. Got it? Hopefully. Let's stock the shelves fast and clean. Start with the 4 pizza boxes. Put them on the left side of the second shelf. Easy, right? Nice. Next, place the 6 paper towel rolls on the left side of the third shelf. Alright, put the 6 tissue boxes on the right side of the same shelf. You'll have 2 extras. Those go on the right side on the top shelf. Good, good. 3 spray bottles. Stick them on the left of the top shelf. One last thing. Take the first 5 duct tape rolls. They go on the right side of the third shelf. Then, take the last 2 and put them on the right of the top shelf, next to the tissues. closet's stocked. You're done.
I don't care. Take care of Joey. She's gonna get us all in trouble.
Hey, champ. You like the yellow ones or the red ones better? You know, I didn't get a party like this when I was your age. Back then, we didn't have animatronics singing our name.
I don't want them to sing to me.
Come on, you'll love it. All your friends will be here. It's going to be perfect.
Do I have to go?
It's only a few more days.
It's Joe M. Sure you're wondering where Joe A is tonight. Well, you won't be hearing from him again. Yeah, you've been doing well. Surviving. But tonight, you're dealing with Fredbear. Fredbear likes to wander and move around the diner, checking every corner. But eventually, he's gonna make his way to you. Oh my god. If Fredbear gets into your office, you need to stare at him. Lock eyes. Don't look away. Don't move a muscle. And he's got a thing about movement. If he sees you twitch, he'll take care of you. But if you stay still, if you keep looking right at him, he might just leave you alone.
Waited for this moment longer than you even know.
It's Joe M. Sure you're wondering where Joe A is tonight. Well, you won't be hearing from him again. Yeah, you've been doing well. Surviving. But tonight, you're dealing with Fredbear. Fredbear likes to wander, move around the diner, checking every corner, but eventually, he's gonna make his way to you. If Fredbear gets into your office, you need to stare at him, lock eyes, don't look away, don't move a muscle. He's got a thing about movement. If he sees you twitch, he'll take care of you. But if you stay still, if you keep looking right at him, he might just leave you alone.
you're getting this message, something bad has happened to me. I know this all sounds strange, but you're going to be speaking with her. That puppet behind the curtains. She remembers things people want buried. You'll see a set of questions on the paper I left you. Ask her only what you're given. Her mind's not stable. Don't let her spiral. You'll need to wind the music box to calm her down if she gets too agitated. Now, Foxy, the other problem tonight. That damn freak has been acting up since the kids keep trying to take him apart. Like the last model. He might make his way into the prize counter. If you see him moving, hit the spring lock override. It'll send him into the costume mode temporarily. But listen close. That override button doesn't just affect him. It activates all spring lock mechanisms within a 100-foot radius. It's not something we ever tested fully, so don't press it unless you have to. If Foxy isn't moving, don't do anything. Just ignore him. Hopefully she can help you uncover what's hiding in the basement and learn the truth about Charlotte. Stay quiet, stay safe, and whatever happens, don't tell anyone about what she says.
What day is it?
It was raining. The lights flickered. I think it was a Thursday.
No, I mean, what day is it today?
Today is Thursday too. There are only 2 more days until Evan's birthday party.
And now, the grand finale.
Hey, it's...
What day is it?
It was raining. The lights flickered. I think it was a Thursday.
No, I mean, what day is it today?
Today is Thursday too. There are only 2 more days until Evan's birthday party.
What is your name?
I don't know. I used to have one, but they don't say it anymore.
Isn't your name just the security puppet?
Yes, it is. I think.
What did Henry tell you to protect?
Children, laughter, the stage. I was made to guard the good things. It's harder now to protect. I don't know why.
Why are the animatronics acting strange?
Their voices were stolen. Their hearts were rewired. Someone changed them. And now they attack without reason.
What is hidden in the basement?
I hear metal breathing. And something crying. Henry said never to go down there. But he did. He always left the key with me. But now, he is gone.
Where has Henry been?
Gone. He left me here. Said he'd fix everything. But he never came back.
So who's in charge?
Afton is. But he disappears a lot too.
What did Afton do?
He found me outside. He smiled while I stopped breathing.
What?
Please help me. Something is wrong.
Who are you?
I don't know anymore. A memory, a warning. I don't know what I am. Maybe I'm just what's left. Please, help me. I'm scared and confused. Help me find out what happened to me. Here are the keys to the basement.
These machines were meant to be the future, William. The start of something new. Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. A place where children can laugh again. A place where you and I could have built something good. What you did to her, to Charlie. You stood there and you watched the light go out of her eyes, didn't you? My little girl. And you took her from me. I thought if I gave these machines a greater purpose, if I made them strong enough, smart enough, maybe they could end you. Maybe they could give her peace. Neither were the others upstairs. You slipped through again, like you always do. So I turned to the prototypes. Stronger, smarter, obedient only to me. Never to you. Wrote their code, set their purpose. Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, the ones buried down here. They were meant for you, William, to tear you apart, piece by piece, until nothing is left. forgive you. Not for Charlie. Not for Elizabeth. Not for any of them. I don't know how, but you seem to destroy everything you touch. I want you to remember, Face. Remember what you stole. Because everything I've built since that night has been for her. You will die here, William. And you will suffer.
Thank you for getting rid of them for me. But I can't let you walk out of here with all that, John. Nothing personal. Well, look who finally decided to come home. You're here about Charlie. Of course you are.
Why'd you do it?
You really don't know. It wasn't just about her. It was about you.
What?
You had everything. The money, the awards, your name on every goddamn news article. Henry Emily, the genius behind Fredbear's. You were the face of the future. I was just the man behind the curtain, building your dreams. You had a wife who loved you, kids who adored you, and Charlie. God, she looked at you as if you hung the stars. Meanwhile, my wife left. Michael hated me. Evan feared me. And Elizabeth got too close to one of my creations, and I just let it happen. Because that's what I do, Henry. Everything I build turns to rot. But you kept building a dream. So I tore it down. I took something you'd never get back. Not because I had to, but because I could. I wanted you to wake up like I do, empty.
Come on. Give him a big old birthday kiss.
Oh, he's gonna cry again.
She was just a child. Evan.
If you're hearing this message, I wanted to thank you again for taking this job. I needed this position filled on very short notice, and your application couldn't have been more perfectly timed. My name is Henry, and like I informed you earlier, you will be receiving pre-recorded messages from me whenever you start a new shift. These messages will be used to help guide you through the week, or at least until you get your bearings. The building you're currently in is a storage facility which holds relics from a once popular children's pizzeria chain. The last pizzerias in this chain have been closed for a while now, and most of the objects in this building are even older than that, so this place has gone unwatched for quite some time. Regardless, all the equipment inside the building should still be suitably functional. Now, I'm afraid this job won't be as simple as sitting around in your office and checking cameras. This building houses several decommissioned animatronic animals that once entertained children in those aforementioned pizzerias. Despite all the money that was poured into them, they were scrapped due to perceived malfunctions. I had my gripes about this choice, but regardless, they have been stored here for a while now. For most of that time, they've been gathering dust. However, lately, I've been seeing signs of activity inside the building. I have reason to believe that someone has been tampering with the decommissioned animatronics and is attempting to reactivate them. Now, I don't think you'll have to worry about encountering whoever has been tampering with the animatronics during your shift. You should be more worried about the animatronics themselves. These animatronics were designed to freely walk around the building and entertain guests. And if someone has been actively tampering with them, it's likely that they'll be walking around the building during your shift. Now, I'm not sure what changes have been made to their AI, and that means I don't know how they'll react to the sight of you. With that in mind, we should prevent them from reaching you. You have a few tools at your disposal to help make it through your shift. You have been provided a camera panel that lets you remotely access all the building's cameras. Use these cameras to keep an eye on the animatronics and ensure none of them are moving. There is a separate set of cameras placed inside the air vents of the building. In your office, to your right, is a building status panel. You can use this to stay aware of the current status of the building's various systems. Most important is the building's power. Your power supply is limited and is consumed by several systems in the building. Your cameras do not consume additional power, as they run on a separate, unrestricted supply. Once the building's power supply reaches critical levels, several systems will shut down, such as the building's lights. With this in mind, you have also been provided with a flashlight to help illuminate the dark corners of your office. Your flashlight has its own separate battery, which is obviously unaffected by the building's power. In addition, you have been provided with a mask of one of the pizzeria's mascots. The animatronics in this building were once outfitted with advanced facial recognition software. If they get close enough to see you, you should keep them from recognizing you as human. Now, I'm not sure if the facial recognition is still functional on each of the animatronics, and it's not impossible that the mask won't work on any of them. But regardless, if any of them have their old facial recognition software still in use, the mask should protect you from them. Assuming the mask doesn't work, you have a few other options to protect yourself. You have an air vent that runs through your office. In the event that something undesirable were to crawl through it, you can close its opening to your office using a button. Keeping this closed does drain power, so don't leave it shut longer than you need to. I know it's a fairly makeshift solution, but I only had so much time to install it before your first shift. This should be all the information you need for your first night. Remember, your shift ends at 6, and at that point, you are expected to leave. Do not stay any longer than you need to. I'll have another message for you recorded before your next shift. Good luck. End message. Congratulations on completing your first shift. However, if I am correct in my assumption that these animatronics are being actively tampered with, I'm afraid your job is likely to increase in difficulty as the week continues. I will do my best to slowly introduce you to your responsibilities here, so as not to overwhelm you. I'd like to take this moment to remind you about the functionality of this building's power. In the event that you encounter a building-wide power outage, do not assume that you are defenseless. Your cameras operate on a separate power supply, and will continue to function even if the building goes dark, although you may not be able to see much. Your flashlight's battery is not tied to any other system, and can therefore continue to be used to brighten up your office once the lights shut down. Your mask is, of course, unaffected by a loss of power. However, that does not mean that you should not worry if the building loses power. You will be unable to seal any openings in the building's ventilation system, including the one located in your office, and all currently sealed vents will open. Further, the 3 main cooling fans located in the vents, which maintain the building's temperature, will immediately shut down, and your office will begin to heat rapidly. Please keep this in mind. You will receive a more thorough explanation on the cooling fans tomorrow night. Good luck. End message. Excellent work these past 2 nights. That being said, I would like to take this time to warn you about another system listed in your status panel, being the building's temperature. The temperature of the room you're currently in is maintained by 3 large fans within the ventilation system, which are constantly running. If these fans were to in any way malfunction, the building's temperature would begin to heat up rapidly. You are able to seal access to the fans remotely through your camera panel. Sealing vents will not affect the building's temperature. However, having a vent sealed will drain power. The operational status of all 3 fans are listed on your status panel at all times. Keep this information in mind. I trust that this new information won't be too much for you to handle. I'll have another message for you tomorrow. Good luck. End message. Excellent work these past 2 nights. That being said, I would like to take this time to warn you about another system listed in your status panel, being the building's temperature. The temperature of the room you're currently in is maintained by 3 large fans within the ventilation system, which are constantly running. If these fans were to in any way malfunction, the building's temperature would begin to heat up rapidly. You are able to seal access to the fans remotely through your camera panel. Sealing vents will not affect the building's temperature. However, having a vent sealed will drain power. The operational status of all 3 fans are listed on your status panel at all times. Keep this information in mind. I trust that this new information won't be too much for you to handle. I'll have another message for you tomorrow. Good luck. End message.